This is the stage, Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the New Mexico State Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bearcats offense will have first crack at this one. And coming out to lead this squad is Corey Daly. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Left side, it's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Patterson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Second and long here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Daly. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Tries to get it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Bearcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bringing it back. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Ed Small, this guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moving the pocket, it's McLeod. He'll pull it down. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle. It's Isaac. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. DB's right up on the receivers. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Makes a grab. And makes a tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it along the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, Dave.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Bearcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abraham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Cuts it upfield. It's McKenzie. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Just got rid of that one.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clay.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
From the gun, it's Patterson. Shakes off the defender. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Motion from the wideout. He'll throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Sam Houston! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking for a gap. It's McKenzie. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Hits inside. It's Harris. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's McLeod. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Isaac. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to go up top on second down. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Sells to run, looking to pass. Escapes the sack. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Clay. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
To throw, it's Daly. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I like the way the QB just did that right there, man. You spread everybody sideline to sideline. You see it's man coverage. You got your running back in the slot. You like that matchup. He wins. That is great job identifying the defense, knowing what they're in, and getting the ball to your playmaker, and he delivers for him.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
It's a fumble on the play. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Release to the back. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. They're all over him. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Small. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Sam Houston. A pick 6. look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the return, it's Abraham. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On the move. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got a first down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to pass. It's McLeod. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Breaks it. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away. And he shows you the athleticism. He shows you this.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Daly. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside, it's Patterson. Got a little grass. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Barry Johnson. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Number 95, set to kick off.
And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Running back onto the field, the Bearcats head coach told me at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Okay, Holly. On the run, it's Harris. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion, but he's just been off over and over again in this game.
And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rush is on. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this earlier in the game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. He'll throw it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Just a short pass to the tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. And he avoids the sack.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
New Mexico State, 14.
Coming out with it, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, pressure's coming. Behind his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster. He showed you all his tools on that sack.
The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Daly. Rush right in his face. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Bearcats sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered. Over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Back to throw, it's Daly. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Straight ahead, set. It's McKenzie. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Snags it quickly on the left. Made a defender miss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Now on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The fake that wants to throw. Under pressure. Makes the grab. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Looking for space. It's McKenzie. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Look out! Finds a crease at the 20. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's McLeod. They're all over it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Deep in the end zone, it's Carrillo. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quick give. It's Patterson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Line getting set on second down. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Daly. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Right side, it's Patterson. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Punt is on its way. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? In the backfield, it's made. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's McLeod. He'll get rid of it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run inside. It's McKenzie. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And nice job by this offense. How about finding ways to get their playmaker the football? Throw it to him the play before, now hand it to him. Let him do his thing. This guy can eat. You just got to feed him.
Turns it upfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. A man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Barry Johnson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dropping back, it's Daly. Hauls it in. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking a shot.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Inside the scoop and score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carrillo. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Left side is Stevens. Finds a seam. He's at the 40. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Sets his feet. It's Daly. Rushes on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bearcats! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Ron, he's going to fire deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to take off. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Moves the pocket. It's McLeod. There he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is.
Headed to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point is good. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Leaves it with the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Tight end now in motion. Delay to the back. It's Patterson. Nice move there. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. And the Bearcats enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Patterson. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing on.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.